brave 1066. A year of the legendary Battle of Stamford Bridge where the English defeated the Viking invaders. And then less than 2 months later, the English lost to another invading force, the Normans at the Battle of Hastings. They fought over land, religion, and the throne of England. But who won? Well, it depends on what you define as winning. In the 9th century, the Danes began to raid the Anglo-Saxon territory of Northumbria. So the Mercians and the West Saxons united to fight them off. In fact, it led to the Scottish Wars of Independence. King Henry VIII of England and his sister, Queen Mary, Queen of Scots, had a complicated relationship. Mary was the granddaughter of Henry's deceased brother, King James IV of Scotland, and was next in line to the English throne after Henry's children. If we consider military victories, then England has the upper hand, but if we consider land and independence, then Scotland wins. Ultimately, these two countries are now united as part of the United Kingdom. However, Henry broke with the Catholic Church and established himself as the head of the Church of England, which caused a rift between him and his sister. Let us know in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe for more videos like this. Thanks for watching. When Henry died, his son, King Edward VI, took the throne, followed by Lady Jane Grey, who was a Protestant. Mary, a devout Catholic, returned to Scotland and was proclaimed queen. This caused a civil war known as the Rough Wooing, which lasted until 1560. During this time, Mary received support from the Scottish nobility, but she was ultimately defeated and forced to abdicate. Her son, James VI, succeeded her and became the first king of the Stuart dynasty. The Anglo-Scottish War of 1296 to 1304 and the Scottish-English War of 1332 to 1357 were two separate conflicts between the Kingdom of Scotland and the Kingdom of England during the 100 Years' War. These wars were fought over Scottish claims to the throne of England and control of the border region. Although the Scottish efforts were initially successful, they were ultimately defeated by the English. Their victory led to the formation of the English Kingdom of Northumbria in 927 by Athelstan, who was considered the first king of England. However, the Scottish Kingdom of Alba had already existed since the 9th century. This event marked the beginning of the Kingdom of Great Britain. But the Act of Union did not come into effect until 1707 after the Scottish and English parliaments agreed to merge. This act officially created the Kingdom of Great Britain, ending the legal distinction between Scotland and England. It was formed after the Gaelic Scots conquered the island of Great Britain from the Britons. These two kingdoms would be at war for the next 300 years over the border region of northern England called the Anglo-Saxon Mercia. At first, the English were dominant, defeating the Scots at the Battle of Carham in 994. But the tide turned in the 12th century when Scottish King Malcolm III invaded and defeated the English at the Battle of the Standard in 1138. This victory allowed the Scots to conquer northern England, and Malcolm III was even crowned King of England in 1141, although this was not recognized by most of the English nobility. The English would soon take back control of the border region, but this back and forth would become a common theme throughout history. If you mean military victories, then England has the upper hand with 28 wins, 19 losses, and 1 draw. Scotland only managed 13 wins and 15 losses. But if we're talking about land, then Scotland really won because they retained their independence, while England became part of the United Kingdom. So which side is the real winner? Both battles taking place in the same year? But how did this happen? Well, let me explain. For hundreds of years, Scotland and England have been at war with each other. In the beginning, there was no England or Scotland, just the Anglo-Saxons. During the 13th and 14th centuries, both kingdoms were under the rule of the English monarch. But this did not end the conflict between them. By the 16th century, both Scotland and England were ruled by the Tudor monarchs. The childless death of Elizabeth I of England led to the union of the two crowns, as James VI also inherited the English throne. In conclusion, there is no clear winner of the war between Scotland and England. What do you think? Which side won the war?